the Sci-Fi Invasion. I'm your host, Joey Hollywood, and I'm trying to get through all 50 movies in this Sci-Fi Classics box set from Mill Creek in 50 weeks. The movie I watched today was called The Amazing Transparent Man from 1960. This is a black and white film, and as I was watching it, the entire time I kept thinking, I've seen this before. Like, it was just deja vu with every sentence, every word. And I had to Google it, and I have seen this before. It's an episode of Mystery Science Theater 3000. I can't tell you the quality of that episode, because it was only a feeling of deja vu, but it must have made an impact on me because I remembered it. The movie opens up with a jailbreak. They set up a perimeter to catch the jailbreak, the convict or whatever. It's the most lazy way of getting through police lines. This is a guy pretending to be asleep, and he goes, "Oh, my husband, he's all tuckered out." And he goes, "Well, little lady, I wouldn't want to disturb his slumber with a cop. You guys are free to go." It's like it's so lazy, and like I'm sure stuff like that must happen in real life, but watching it unfold in this B movie, I was like, oh my gosh, somebody's getting fired. Yeah, so they go back to the hideout. The guy they break out, he's unruly. He's apparently an expert safe cracker, but he's such a loose cannon that it's like, why would you want this guy specifically? Like, even if you got someone who's not as an expert in safe cracking, there might be someone more reliable to go with, but they really want him to steal, I think, uranium or some sort of radioactive substance for their invisibility project, because the bad guy in this, he wants to make an army of invisible men. They're going to use it on this thug they broke out to steal uranium and possibly money. And of course, this guy is he's a loose cannon. He doesn't care about anything that they're doing. He wants money, and he breaks. So the first thing he does when he turns invisible is he doesn't do the thing he's supposed to do. He goes and robs a bank, but eventually he does get the uranium, and then he finds out that he's dying because of the radiation that they're using to turn him invisible, which is the most 1950s atomic horror plot I can think of. Yeah, there's also stock footage of a nuclear explosion that's so jarring because they're in a house and the nuclear explosion is supposed to happen from the house, but it cuts to that famous image of the house blowing away from the nuclear explosion tests. And so it's okay, what happened there? And also the ending of the movie, there's a guy talking and then he looks straight at the camera. He's like, "Hello, audience," and he just talks to the audience. But yeah, it's a fun movie. It goes through pretty quickly. It's not a chore to sit through, and I really appreciate that. I had a lot of fun with this one. It made me want to revisit the Mystery Science Theater episode. Just because as I was watching it, I was like, yeah, this would definitely make for an entertaining riffing show. And clearly it was, because I remembered it. But yeah, I had a lot of fun with this one. I could watch it with or without commentary. And I think that's the best that you can get from something like this. Occasionally you'll get a fantastic movie in one of these box sets. But the most you can ask for is just one that's entertaining. And that's what this movie is. So, yeah, that's all I got to say on this one. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate your comments, and I'll see you next week. Remember, please be kind and rewind.